pregnant again. Hey guys, it's Eliana from Raising the Bar for Kids, and I'm back with another video. And if you don't know, I am pregnant. So, surprise. I am pretty preggo. There's the belly. But I got my notes here. I'm ready to share with you guys a little bit of what it's been like in the first trimester and all that good stuff. So if you are interested and want to know how it's been going so far in my pregnancy journey, stay tuned and keep watching. So yes, friends, I am pregnant with my second baby. We are super excited. We've been getting so many questions about how we found out, about how Giannis, who's my first baby, my son, how he reacted and all that stuff. So I thought I'd take a moment to just have a chit chat with you guys and catch you all up, because it has been a minute and it's been long overdue. Like, I haven't done a video, I haven't uploaded a video in some time, so I figured why not, right? But today I am officially 20 weeks, aka 5 months. So according to my app, I downloaded the What to Expect app, which is like a pregnancy app. It tells you like your ovulation calendar, your due date calculator, recipes. It helps you with baby registries and products and all that stuff. I downloaded this app, and basically it's my tracker. So it'll tell me week by week how the baby's growing. It'll compare it to like a fruit or a vegetable. So this week, since I'm 20 weeks, it says that the baby's as big as a sweet potato. So that's pretty interesting. It also tells me about how big the baby is. So it says it's about 6.5 inches and 10 ounces. And it'll remind me how many weeks I have left to go. So I got 20 weeks to go. I'm right at my halfway mark. And yeah, it has some like really cool tips and things like that. So definitely recommend for you guys to check that app out. What to Expect is the name of the app. But yeah, we had our first ultrasound officially, where we like went into the doctor for the very first time for this pregnancy when I was about 6 weeks. Now, I did think I was a little further along. I thought I was about 8 weeks at the time, just because like of my period and all that stuff. Like, the doctor, before you schedule the appointment, they ask you when's the last time you had your period and all that stuff. So I actually thought that I was a lot further along than what I was. So at the time I thought I was 8 weeks. So they scheduled me in for an appointment for like an ultrasound to see how everything was looking in there and everything, and to obviously do blood work and to do another pregnancy test there at the doctor's office. So it was there that I actually found out I was 6 weeks. So that's the time that we found out officially from the doctor that we were pregnant. But we did take a home pregnancy test. We took this bad boy right here, the clear blue pregnancy test. And y'all, like, even though this was a total surprise, it was just a beautiful thing for us to find out that we're pregnant again. Giannis did not know what was happening, but me and Daddy, we knew. We knew. But I do have like a short clip of when I did share the news with Bae, and I'll insert that clip right here so that you guys can take a look at it. It's really short, but take a look.
You guys, I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Oh my God.
So I need your help, okay?
Okay.
I need you to give this to Daddy. But just quietly. Ready? Let's go give it to Daddy, okay? Come on.
sorry, Daddy. Daddy, I'm sorry.
Janice, you know what this is?
He said, I'm sorry, Daddy.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
I'm so sorry, Daddy.
Janice, you're gonna have a baby brother or sister.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, that's how it all went down. We were really excited when we found out. We always said that we wanted a second baby, but yeah, that first one, like, we were just getting our sleep back. We were just getting back to me and him. We were just literally beginning to start living our best lives and start getting comfortable with being new parents and things like that. So we did always say that once Giannis started school that we would try again. We were trying to get one out of daycare before bringing in another one, because if you're a parent, you already know daycare is expensive, and then like diapers and all that stuff. So we wanted to make sure we got one out of diapers and daycare and all that stuff before we even thought about bringing another one in the picture. So to our surprise, it worked out in perfect timing. We didn't plan for this baby, but I always believe in God's timing and, you know, him, you know, just the higher spirit always coming through at the perfect time in your life. So obviously now's the time. Giannis is starting pre-K in August, so that's like a couple months from now. And so we said that once one was going to school, we were gonna have the other one, and here we are. God listens to those prayers, so just be careful what y'all ask for. But it's been crazy, you guys. Like, being pregnant this second time around has been a little bit harder. Like, let's start off with the fact that I have like a toddler slash preschooler right now that needs my attention. So I'm basically like tired all the time, but I also have a preschooler, a 4-year-old, who is super demanding with his time, and he always wants to play or he wants to do things. And you know, at the end of the day, like, it's hard to balance everything when you're working, when you're already a mom to a toddler slash preschooler, and now you're pregnant and you're having all of these pregnancy symptoms on top of it all, right? So it's been a challenge this second time around. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I think that I'm more exhausted this time around because I just can't sleep whenever I want to. Like, with Giannis's pregnancy, I didn't have a toddler running around. I didn't have nobody else. It was just me and Bae. Like, I would literally get home from work and I would take my nap. Like, no questions asked. If I didn't have to cook, I didn't cook. I would just order some takeout, you know. So things like that, have contributed to this level of exhaustion that I've been feeling. Yeah, it's been real. But at the same time, I also feel a lot more relaxed this time around, in the sense that I kind of know what's going to happen. Like with my first pregnancy, you know, it's your first time being pregnant. All these new things are happening in your body and you're just like, whoa. But this time around, I do feel a lot more confident. I feel like I know what's about to happen for the most part. They do say every pregnancy is different, so I don't want to say that I know exactly what's going to happen this time around, but y'all know what I mean. It's just like, it's not my first time, so there are things that I'm already familiar with, things happening to my body that I'm familiar with, and you know, it's just a little bit easier to think about things in the future now that I know what's about to happen. So like, for example, for my first pregnancy, I didn't know what birthing a child was like. I didn't know what like to expect at these doctor visits, just different things like that you're just like not prepared for. But this time around, I do feel a lot more relaxed because I've been here and I've done this. So I should be good, right? So we don't know what we're having yet. We were going to find out at the doctor. Our doctor, we just had our second ultrasound because, like I said earlier in the video, I am 20 weeks. So by now, they do share the gender with you. Most doctors do a little bit earlier, but for the most part, at 20 weeks, you get your gender for the baby you're expecting. And so we went to that ultrasound last week on Monday. And yeah, like, Jose's sister wants to have a gender reveal, and you know, a very small one this time around. Like for Giannis's pregnancy, we tied it in with New Year's Eve, and we had the family there, and we did this big gender reveal party. This time around, we're trying to really keep it small. Like, we'll still invite our family, call people in and everything like that. We'll share the video with you guys and everything, but we just didn't want like a whole party, you know. Like, we've been there, and there's just other things that we'd rather just literally invest our time and our energy and our money into. So this time around, we are gonna have another gender reveal as per my sister-in-law's request. And we're excited because we're thinking about doing the gender reveal in St. Croix. We're going to be taking a family vacay in the next couple days out to the Virgin Islands. So we are ready to find out what this baby is, y'all. Like, I'm not going to lie. The doctor, when I went to the doctor's office last week, I was so tempted to peek in that envelope. Like, they basically put the they do the ultrasound with you, so you get to see the baby, how much it's grown and everything. But when it's time to look at the gender, the ultrasound tech was like, look away. Like, y'all, I wanted to like open my eyes so bad and peek, because it's just like, I'm super impatient, y'all. But nah, like, I literally didn't, and I wanted the family, all of us, to find out at the same time. So right now, the gender keeper is Jose's sister, and we are excited because we will be finding out within the next few days in St. Croix what we are having. Giannis definitely wants a baby sister. We're rooting for a girl as well, but honestly, it's whatever God wants to bless us with, as long as the baby's healthy and strong and beautiful and smart. Like, we really don't care, but we'll see, right? So stay tuned for that video. I'll try to like get some clips of us sharing what the gender reveal, how the gender reveal turns out when we're on the island with the family with you guys. So stay tuned for that video. But I wanted to take the time real quick to just share a couple of the things that I've experienced during the first trimester. Right now, since I'm 20 weeks pregnant, I am in my second trimester, which, you know, if you are new to pregnancy and all that, like, there's 3 trimesters, technically 4. But the first trimester is like week 1 all the way up to like week 13. Then once you're in week 13, 14, you enter the second trimester. So right now I'm in the second trimester. Then towards the end of your pregnancy, when you're, you know, like about to give birth, 30 weeks and up, you're in the third trimester. And then the fourth trimester, a lot of women, a lot of moms and parents, we think of that as like post-baby. After you have the baby, that's like another journey in itself. So my goal is to share a recap for each of these trimesters with you guys, so that you guys can kind of see what it's been like. So like I said, I did find out I was pregnant around 5 to 6 weeks, so I feel like that was a lot earlier than my first pregnancy. And y'all, it was a surprise. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. But I was already feeling super sick. Like, I had a missed period. Let's start with that. And then the second thing was that I was feeling so sick. Like, last pregnancy with Giannis, I did not get sick at all. Like, you guys, when I say I was sick, I mean, I was losing weight from throwing up so much. I couldn't keep anything down. Like that was so frustrating for me because I love to eat. Like, if you know me, I'm skinny, but your girl likes to eat. And all jokes aside, it was just so depressing because I could not eat none of the foods I typically enjoyed. I was getting nauseous all day, all night. Certain smells, oh my God, would trigger the nausea. So I had a lot of food aversions. And I was losing weight. Like I said, like I was doing so good working out on my weight gain journey before finding out I was pregnant, and then to see all that hard work go down the drain. Y'all, like, I'm smiling right now, but I was so sad. Like, I'm talking about, like, I would be crying. So there would be days where I'll be like late for work because, I mean, the morning sickness was especially bad in the mornings. But I mean, it wasn't just in the morning. I was sick at any time during the day. So I'll be hopping on Zoom to do my classes with my students. And I'll have to tell my parent, like, hey, like, can you take over? Because, like, your girl needs to run to the bathroom real quick. Like, it was that bad. So I couldn't keep much down. I was super weak, super fatigued. I was losing so much weight. I was depressed because I was like, if I'm skinny now or before, if y'all thought I was skinny, like I was looking super skinny. So yeah, so some of the things that gave me relief with the morning sickness was like I tried to avoid having an empty stomach. So I would keep little crackers around, ginger ale. Oh my God, ginger ale was like everything. Anything like cold with ice was just so relieving for me. Water with ice or ginger ale, those were like my orange juice. No, like orange juice was a no-go for me. Like that would just, I guess the acidity from the orange juice would just make me sick. But definitely avoid having an empty stomach. So try to keep little snacks here and there because I couldn't like keep down meals. I wasn't getting hungry, or I literally was avoiding eating because I didn't want to throw it up. So a lot of that nausea was coming from having an empty stomach, from throwing up so much, but you also have to try to keep some things in your system so that you could just be able to get through the day. So yeah, avoid an empty stomach, eat slowly and in small portions. So I was eating a snack every hour or two, like even if I would have to force myself to eat something, even if it was just bread and cream cheese. It was bad, but I had to eat something. Water with lime and ginger was amazing. So with this COVID situation we've been having too, it's great for your immune system to boost it up and everything like that. So I found that it was very relieving for the nauseousness that I was feeling. So get you some lime and ginger and pour it in some ice cold water, and that should definitely help you with your morning sickness. And then I also had to talk to my doctor because it was so bad that I had to get a medicine prescribed to me. So he prescribed Zofran. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Like, this was my second bottle because I was taking these things every day. So it says take one tablet by mouth twice a day. I was really super scary about taking, I'm still super scared about taking anything, not only during my pregnancy, but in general. I don't like to get dependent on medication of any sort. So I would only take one tablet, and I would take it whenever I would eat something first thing in the morning. But this was super helpful. It's called Zofran. Don't be afraid to ask your doctor if it's safe for you to take these if you're having like really bad morning sickness. It was bad, y'all. Like I said, I don't like medication, but it was so bad that I needed something. And so I was super grateful for this medicine because that's what honestly got me through that first trimester. I didn't finish the second bottle because honestly, now that I'm in the second trimester, the morning sickness has finally subsided. So definitely happy about that because now I'm eating like crazy, and you know, I'm not feeling sick to my stomach all day. So it's helped me with my mood, with my energy, and overall just with being able to eat and keep my diet going for my baby. Another thing I was experiencing in the first trimester, I still kind of am, is like TMI, tender breasts. So like my boobs have been feeling super sensitive. They've been growing. Like, I love the way they look. Unfortunately, it's only when I get pregnant that they grow like this. But they've been super sensitive and yeah, super tender. So if you are thinking you're pregnant or something like that, like, just, that's a symptom. So just make sure, yeah, if you're feeling like your boobs are growing, they're tender, sensitive, and you're having all these other symptoms, yeah, you might want to take a pregnancy test. Another thing that I experienced was increased urination. Like, y'all, I'm having to pee so much. But in the first trimester, I'm like, why am I peeing this much when I'm not even that, like, I'm not even big? Like, it didn't make sense. So I remember like feeling towards the end of my pregnancy, my first pregnancy, I was peeing like crazy because I was huge. The baby's sitting on your bladder and all that, so it makes sense. But like, you start having these frequent pee breaks and urination breaks from the jump, like. So apparently I was doing some little research, and because you're drinking so much more water and fluids, obviously you're gonna have to pee more. And then also because your blood is increasing during pregnancy, it causes your kidneys to process extra fluid that ends up in your bladder. So this is just your body preparing for this baby. And so a lot of it made sense once I did my research and things like that. But like at night, I'm having to get up almost 2 times during the night just to pee. And yeah, like, come on, like, who wants to be disturbed from their sleep to have to go use the bathroom? So yeah, that's another symptom that I've been experiencing. The fatigue has kind of subsided, but not really. Like in the beginning, it was really bad. Like right now, I'm feeling sleepy. I haven't been able to take a nap. I've been with my busy toddler all day. But in the first trimester, it was horrible. Like, it would be like I couldn't get through the workday without taking a nap. 11 o'clock would be my break, like my lunch period / planning break at work. And so like my para would be in the room and she already knew the routine. Like, I had a pillow. I would put that pillow on my desk after I ate lunch, and I would just rest my little head on my desk on that pillow and snooze out. And I'd have my alarm ready so that when the next class started back up, I was up. But yeah, y'all, like, it was that bad. So I would take a nap during the workday, because if not, there was no way I was going to be able to teach the second half of of my day. And then after work, there were times where I literally had to just come straight home, not pick up Giannis, call Bae, like, hey, can you go pick up Giannis, because I need a nap right now. Because there will be times that I'll be in the middle of traffic at a red light, like feeling like I'm dozing off. It was that bad. And I'm typically not a napper. Like, if it's daylight outside, I do not take naps. But it was that bad, guys. So the fatigue, the exhaustion, the sleepiness doesn't really go away. It just kind of gets better. I feel like I still need naps during the day, or at least a nap. But towards the first trimester, it was really, really bad. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And then after doing my research, apparently the rising levels of hormone progesterone, which causes that sleepiness, is what causes it. So they were saying that exercise might increase your energy, but for me personally, I had to stop exercising because with the morning sickness, throwing up literally all day randomly, not really eating so well because of the throwing up, and then feeling so exhausted from teaching, from being a mom to this toddler, and then just the exhaustion that comes from naturally from being pregnant, I could not exercise. So I'm really trying to get back into things, and hopefully sooner than later I can start, you know, just focusing on working out a little bit more, because that is something that I want to continue on through during my pregnancy. So I did mention this earlier, the food aversions that came with like the morning sickness and the nauseousness. So I was very sensitive to certain odors, and my sense of smell was like super heightened during the first trimester. Like sometimes I would walk into my mother-in-law's house to pick up Giannis, and just the smell from the cooking, I'm like, oh, like, and it'll be stuff that I love, like, oh my God, rice, beans, chicken, pork chops, all the stuff that I typically love. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't smell this right now. So a lot of the things that helped me during that time was just soups. I'm a souper, like that's one of my favorite foods to begin with. So I would just make myself a soup, or I would keep some like cup noodles, or I would go to Panera and order some chicken soup. Whatever soup is your kind of soup or your type of soup, your preference, keep those on deck too, because that definitely helped me. The broth, the hot fluid would help settle my stomach, and it would help keep with me being able to keep something down. Another thing that a lot of people don't really talk about is the constipation. Like in the first trimester, I learned that the progesterone can slow the movement of food through your digestive system naturally, which causes the constipation. So a lot of things that I would have to do to like relieve that was not only drink plenty of water, but eat lots of fruit. Like I love fruit anyway, but fruit with a lot of water in it, like watermelon and things like that, will help with the constipation. And prune juice, there's certain juices that you can drink that to help you, foods with like lots of fiber, things like that. So definitely watch out for the constipation, because that was extremely uncomfortable in the very beginning. The gas, oh my God, the gas is not only is it embarrassing, but it is so uncomfortable. Sorry, y'all. I thought my battery was dying, so I had to just double check. But yeah, the next thing, real quick, bloating. You get like super bloated. My jeans were not fitting at all. Like, and I didn't really even have a stomach, so I had to quickly think and go buy more comfortable clothing for work. So stretchy jeans, stretchy pants, jeggings, you know, whatever works for you in that area that has stretch. But there would be times where I would just leave my pants unbuttoned because I just couldn't. But now that I'm bigger and showing, I'm obviously like investing in like maternity clothes. Not too much though. I don't really like maternity clothes, but now that it's summertime, lots of dresses help. Summer is just too hot to keep jeans on and stuff like that. So I would recommend you to wear lots of dresses, leggings. Leggings are a mom's best friend. Spandex shorts, those biker shorts, they're my favorite. So, but the bloating has been out of control. Acne hasn't been as bad as last time, but I am experiencing some acne, especially like on my chest and on my back. So here and there I'll get occasional acne spots as well, but compared to last time, you guys, the acne has been so much better. I actually went to my dermatologist during the first trimester just so that I could be proactive this time around, because with Giannis's pregnancy, it was horrible. Like my acne all over my body was just out of control. It really like got me depressed. It got me to a point where I didn't even want to go to like family functions. I didn't want to go out with friends. The makeup would make it look worse, you know, trying to cover it up and conceal all that. So yeah, like I was trying all kinds of stuff, natural medication, natural, you know, treatments and things like that. Because when you're pregnant, you can't put all these chemicals and stuff on your face. So it was just bad. But this time around, it has been a lot better. I have no complaints. And thanks to like being proactive and going to talk to my dermatologist, I have been able to treat my acne. But like I said, it hasn't been as bad as last time. So I am extremely grateful for that. and grateful that this baby is just being nice to me this time around. But the last thing that I was definitely experiencing was the emotions. Like, you guys, that's why I couldn't film. I couldn't take pictures. I was just extremely moody, sad. The first trimester was really depressing. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't really have anybody to vent to, because you kind of are in this stage where nobody really knows you're pregnant, right? And then there's the select few that know, but if they're not really experiencing the same things you are experiencing, or that they haven't experienced it during their pregnancies, it's kind of hard for you to feel comfortable with venting out to these people, because you feel like you're just crying wolf, like you're just being a big baby. So it was really tough. There would be times where I couldn't pick up my son, so I would have to ask Bay to go pick him up. There'll be times where I couldn't wash my dishes. I couldn't clean my house. I'm constantly late to work, so feeling super guilty about all these different things at home, at work, that I'm now incapable of doing when I'm super independent. I'm super productive. Like, there were just so many changes happening all at once that it just made me super sad. And like I said, it was really hard for me to vent. It's already naturally hard for me to vent to people, but like my close circle of friends, you know, I would like vent to them sometimes. But other than that, it was really hard to vent to other people, because not a lot of people knew that I was pregnant. So just know that it gets better. At least it has gotten better for me. I know that there's certain women that literally go through morning sickness and nausea and all these things throughout their entire pregnancy, but fortunately for me, it has been getting better. And so it has helped me with not feeling sad and not feeling depressed, because I'm telling you, like, emotionally, I was a mess. I was like watching YouTubers, trying to like just figure out what was wrong with me, and if other women who were pregnant were also experiencing the same thing. And you'd be surprised, like, there were so many women out there experiencing the same thing in their first trimester. So that helped, watching lots of like other moms, or reading blogs or Instagram posts from other moms who were going through the same things as me. Like I said before, it's life altering and it's really sad when you can't do the things that you normally can do, and when you're out, like, you feel like you're out of control, like your emotions are out of whack, and you can't control them. So I would definitely suggest for you guys to find a way to vent to at least one or two people who you are really close to. Find people who you can maybe listen to, so like podcast, or like if you want to go on YouTube like me, but it'll help you feel less sad and less alone. But those have been pretty much what I've experienced. Those have been the symptoms and the kinds of things I've been experiencing, or that I experienced in the first trimester. Like I said, now that I'm in the second trimester, I am feeling a lot more like myself. You know, I feel sleepy and things like that here and there, but it has gotten a lot better. So definitely super thankful for that. I'm also super thankful to all of my close friends and family who have been on this journey with me, and who haven't said anything, and who kept this a secret for so long with us. So I definitely wanted to give a shout out to them, because like, this is something that is precious and dear to us, and we wanted to make sure we shared it when we were ready to share it. So for those of you guys that knew and didn't say anything, thank you so much. And for those of you guys now who are finding out, thank you so much for all the love and the support that you've been sharing and pouring onto us. We are immensely grateful for the amazing family and friends and Instagram followers and YouTube followers and all of that, because you guys literally just reaffirm for us the village that we have built for our kids and our families. So thank you guys. I really want you guys to be a part of this journey with me. So I will be sharing as much as I can with you guys. So like I said before, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos and content. But yeah, until next time, my loves, don't forget to like and comment down below. If you feel it in your spirit to share this video, go ahead and share it. But like I said before, I am so thankful for your love and support. So thank you for being here and for sticking around and watching this whole entire video. But until next time, friends, take care of yourselves.